Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
We begin with breaking news as local law enforcement is still searching for a missing man who they saw walked away from a Fargo memory care facility Thursday evening. Police say 80-year-old Robert McKinnon was last seen in the area of 45th Street South and 36th Avenue South yesterday around 5:30. The Valley News team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley has been following this story all morning, and she joins us live with more on this story. Good afternoon, Bailey.
Hi, Brian. Yeah, I'm just off 45th Street in front of Mapleview Memory Care. This is where Robert McKinnon is said to have walked away from late yesterday evening. It's also where Fargo police have set up their incident command. You can see multiple police officer cruisers are right behind me. Fargo police say this has been an all hands on deck type of situation. They say officers were searching not only the surrounding area, but the entire city last night, hoping to bring Mr. McKinnon home. And they say as of this morning, they have started a grid search with the help of the Fargo Fire Department. We've seen multiple police officers driving very slowly up and down 52nd, 42nd, 45th Street. We've also seen multiple police officers kind of patrolling on foot. They're looking in those hard to see places like any open garage doors, any construction machinery, any place that Mr. McKinnon might have tried to find refuge from last night's cold elements. Now, Fargo police say that they can't really remember the last time that a missing persons case went on for so long. They say usually when a silver alert or a missing person alert is sent out, that person's usually found within an hour or two of that post going out. So, of course, as we get closer to the 24-hour mark, their efforts are being elevated. Now, coming up tonight on Valley News Live at 5, I spent the morning with a woman. She says she doesn't know Mr. McKinnon, but she is spending her entire day helping police search for Mr. McKinnon. She says that, of course, she doesn't know him, but she says this story just tugged at her heartstrings, and she couldn't just sit back and see what happened. She encourages you, if you have any extra time today, to also do the same and just look around your yard, look around your neighborhood if you have time. Of course, I'll keep you updated with anything that happens here. For now, reporting live in South Fargo, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
Thank you, Bailey, for that update. Now, Robert McKinnon is described as 5'7", has gray hair, hazel eyes, and wears glasses. He was last seen in a black John Deere baseball cap and a black and white plaid shirt. Call dispatch at 701-451-7660 if you see him. Well, new for you at noon, Fargo police officers arrest a man on scene in a gorilla suit with a machete. Now, Fargo police officers first responded to the area of 2700 block of 8th Street North and North Fargo around 12:30 this morning for shots fired. Once arriving on scene, it was confirmed to be shots fired from fireworks, not a handgun. But what they did see on scene, a man in a gorilla suit with a machete, identified as 26-year-old Jordan Pickus. Officers surrounded and evacuated the people in the building. Pickus also threatening to blow up that same building. Now, after officers communicated by phone with Pickus for several hours, he finally surrendered. Pickus was taken to a local hospital to be evaluated for potential mental health issues. Now, Pickus ended up being cleared and sent to Cass County Jail on a charge of terrorizing. Officers checked the scene for explosives, but did not see any when they were there. Well, chilly start to the morning, but very blessed that this one, wasn't as chilly as yesterday. And Summer Schnellbach was amazing enough to get me a coffee to not only warm up, but to wake me up as well. Now, let's check in the weather with her.
It was definitely a chilly start to the morning. Some places fell into the teens, and I'm not talking wind chill, that is actual air temperature. Stephen, Donaldson, and Argyle, Minnesota all fell to 19 degrees. Holt, Minnesota, 20 degrees, 21 in Hallock, Minnesota, as well as in Foston, 23 in Bemidji, 26 degrees recorded at the National Weather Service office up in Grand Forks, 28 in Wadena, and 32 here in Fargo-Moorhead. Skies are clearing out for some of us, but it is still a chilly afternoon. 47 right now in Fargo, but we do have a fairly calm wind. 48 in Moorhead and in Grand Forks, 43 with a bit more cloud cover, but just a little breath of a breeze. Currently on satellite and radar, we have some clearing up to the north and across northern Minnesota, down towards Thief River Falls and Foston. But out towards Devil's Lake, Carrington, and down towards Jamestown, you might be noticing a few sprinkles, but not much in the terms of wind. I'll let you know how long we can expect to keep these temperatures in the 50s, these very chilly temperatures. I'll let you know how long they'll stick around coming up, Brian.
Hopefully not too long at all. I'm ready for the sun to come back. Thanks, Summer. Well, Fit It Forward Ministry presents a very special award to the Fargo South High School Automotive Technology class for their outstanding contributions. In the last 2019 to 2020 school year, these students fixed 9 cars to be given to people who are underprivileged and need reliable transportation. Now, for each vehicle, students worked on the brakes, radiators, axles, belts, and oil changes. Without the students' willingness to learn and help, this would not be possible.
Well, to all the students that made this possible, I just want to say a great big thank you. And I miss you from last year, and hope you guys can come back and visit.
Now, in the last 3 years, Fix It Forward Ministry has given away 241 cars and counting. Messages of support for President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump have been coming in all morning from all over the world after announcing they tested positive for COVID-19. It happened after one of the president's top aides started feeling ill and tested positive. The president and first lady will be in isolation for 10 days. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson has wished President Trump and the first lady a speedy recovery after they tested positive for COVID-19.
Well, obviously, I think we all want to send our best wishes to the president and the first lady, and I've done that this morning, as you can imagine, and I'm sure that they'll both stage a very strong recovery.
Now, Johnson contracted the virus himself back in April, spending several nights in intensive care after his symptoms worsened. Joe Biden and wife Jill Biden both tested negative for the coronavirus. Now, here are the latest numbers in our area. North Dakota is reporting 477 new cases in the state, along with 8 new deaths. Overall, 264 people have died in the state. Now over to Minnesota, the state reports 1,184 new cases, along with 10 new deaths. 2,059 people have died in that state. And look who's back in the area. Fargo police are warning the public yet again about this moose. Around 7:45 this morning, police say the moose was spotted by 27th Avenue South and 18th Street South. Again, if you see the moose, let it be. Officers are hoping the moose will leave town on its own. This comes after a day full of moose sightings in Fargo, and one man even says he was charged by the animal. That since he's back in the area, I guess we can't say he's not a moose anymore. And don't forget, tomorrow you can watch the Bison take on Central Arkansas on KVLY. We'll start our pregame show at 1 in the afternoon, taking you right into kickoff at 2:30 in the afternoon. Now coming up at noon, untouched candy on Halloween night. And hopefully we have received some kind of warmth by now. I'm already tired of being cold. Weather up next to Plan Your Day.